Hi, I'm Veronica Switek, and welcome to Ybor Flavors, a monthly show featuring Ybor City, Tampa's National Historic Landmark District. This month, we have a very special show. We are actually inside the castle right now for a behind-the-scene tour. And then we're going to go to Centro Ybor and visit the Red Bull Art of Motion show. And then we're going to go ahead and come back and see what really happens Ybor City after dark. We are so lucky. We actually found John Landsman, who agreed to give us a behind-the-scene tour of the castle before they even ever open up. But most people don't see this tour, so John?
Well, we're taking you through the saloon first, which is the original part of the castle. It was just this room that we're in now. We had a jukebox and a reputation for strong drinks and martinis, and it was good enough to keep us going for a couple years before we opened the upstairs.
But that was, let me think back to Gasparilla, 1990.
1992, that's excellent. We had a party upstairs to try and draw some attention to 9th Avenue because at the time 9th Avenue was a million miles from where people would go. So we tried to bring people over and had a great night. Gasparilla? No, Guavaween, 1992.
Well, when you take a look at this room, it is so hard to believe that this was the original castle for so many years. I mean, it started off as a labor temple, which is one of the most historic buildings in Tampa, not just Ybor. But then, I mean, it's only 30 feet by maybe 100 feet?
Approximately, that's about right. Yeah, the building was built in 1930, and you can kind of think of it like a VFW hall. There's a hall for rent, and then there's a bar, and then there's labor offices or union offices downstairs, which is exactly what this is. We took over a long-standing bar that had been in Tampa for as many years as the building had been open. We built a small patio out back where we did drum circles and had bonfires and served cocoa late at night, and then we gradually added DJs. We did a really popular acid jazz night through the 90s, and once we decided that DJs and more danceable oriented music was the right direction, we opened the upstairs.
So I am curious because when you really think about like a labor temple, labor unions, and then you look at this bar down here, which I think it's famous for this moat. Does that mean they were drinking out of this moat?
Well, every castle has to have a moat, and we decided to put ours in the bar as opposed to around the bar. And there's been all sorts of stories about it. Right now the water hasn't been placed in there yet, as you can see. But there's been stories of people passing boat notes down to a girl at the end of the bar. We've been asked to put vodka in it and hand out straws so people could drink, although we haven't done that yet. But it's definitely the first thing everyone notices when they walk in the bar, and you hear it all the time. Oh, look at that, there's water in their bar.
So watch out Match.com, because we can go ahead and instead of doing all that elaborate emails, we could just go ahead and pass a note through the castle moat.
Yeah, that's the way it started. That's the way it'll finish.
Well, let's go on our next part of the tour.
I'm ready.
This is really cozy. Where are we, John?
Well, we had to stop off before going to the main room into what we call the Red Room, aptly named because the walls are red. We're so brilliant.
They are very, very red and dark.
This is the little room where you can come and snuggle up next to somebody, have a little quiet drink, get off the dance floor, relax a little bit, and try and figure out what's behind us in the tower.
So, you know, after you go ahead and send that little note in the moat downstairs and then someone likes you, you come up here and you actually get to talk.
That's right. It's quieter. The drinks are a little more high-end and slower service, if you will, than the main bar, which is all speed, speed, speed. And like I said, you can have comfy couches and slouch back a little bit and relax and chat.
Now, there's a really scary staircase right over there. What is that?
Well, that leads up to the tower, and I'm not at liberty to discuss it. It really is for special occasions only, and it's kind of the castle's secret.
Ooh, one of the castle's secrets. I love it. Let's go see some more.
All right, let's go. The piece right above us was donated by a friend of ours named Tim, who does special effects for the movies. He's worked on a lot of the major movies in Hollywood, and he made some signs for us that we hope to put up someday, and also this crazy griffin. We get donations all the time from people that have sort of embraced the castle as their home and want to donate a special piece of art or chandelier or something that they thought would be appropriate for us.
So let me back up for one moment. You mean this beautiful piece of art was actually donated to the castle?
Donated, installed, and left here. Yep. We did nothing for it.
Wow, what a centerpiece.
Very nice, isn't it? We like it.
Well, let's go check out some more. Wow, this room looks so different when it's empty, and look at all the lights. It's spectacular.
Thanks. We had a really good time with this room. It was fun to build out.
Well, look at the bar. I mean, it's so pretty. What'd you do?
Well, obviously everything at the castle is very tactile. We like velvet couches, hardwood floors, hollow tile block walls, and we couldn't let the bar top just be basic. We got the idea or the inspiration of this from a chandelier that we found at an auction years and years back. It's called Dalle de Verre tile. Comes from a small company in South Carolina. We installed it ourselves. There's a diamond chipped hammer that scallops all the edges. We had to come back with emery boards and files to make sure that there's no rough edges, and we sort of use it as an excuse for good customer service. Everyone says, oh, well, my drink's going to spill. If it does, we'll buy you another one. We take care of you, and we like our customers to be happy.
I bet your customers are very happy. Tell me about the light show and these like video walls.
Well, lights, video, and sound are my background, so it was very nice. The owner kind of gave me free rein to play a little bit. We've spent lots of money and did lots of changes through the years, but there's a lot of Chauvet lights that are the moving fixtures you see, as well as there's color LED lights that change the color of the walls all the way around the perimeter of the room. There's LED fixtures inside each one of the chandeliers. The sound system is as big as we can fit with the electricity in an old building, but it does the job. And we have 4 rear screen video projectors that on Monday and Thursday night play exclusively music videos, and on Friday and Saturday night play different eye candy to sort of add to the light show and add to the effect of the room.
So on Monday and Thursday, those are those songs that I can like sing along to, and then I see the music video to go along with it.
Yeah, they're very similar nights. Monday is the heyday of MTV. You know every single song from the 80s and a little bit further on. And I like to say that Thursday is if MTV just came out today. It's all the new MTV kind of music if MTV actually played music videos.
So one last thing, I see all these like boxes on the dance floor, and I know we're going to come back tonight, but like, what are those for?
Well, when we originally designed this room, we designed every service to be danceable. So there's go-go platforms that are lit up in the middle of the room. There's platforms behind us, little alcoves, and a couple different raised areas so that you can be part of the party wherever you're at in the room.
So, and you actually built a new part of the club, right?
Well, we took over a what was our storage area and some sort of manager's quarters, and we built our glam dungeon that we just refer to as the dungeon here, and needed a space to kind of grow into. It was our obvious next evolution of the castle.
So do you think we could take a sneak peek at the dungeon?
Well,
please.
Sure. All right, the dungeon's fun. Let's go to the dungeon. This is probably our most anticipated room. It's our newest room. It was sort of the natural growth of the castle to have a place where people could come and play.
Well, it certainly looks like it. There's like things all over the room. You have to go ahead and describe it. It almost looks like there's a spider web over there.
Well, of course. We have everything that every good nightclub should have. We have spider webs, cages, St. Andrew's cross, and bunk beds.
But I think you're missing something. There's like this beautiful art on the walls.
We were very lucky to be friends with Theo Wujik, who's probably the most famous Ybor City artist, and he donated or long-term loan 6 beautiful paintings that we think really finish off the room perfectly.
I mean, if I was just a person going through Ybor, I would think that the castle would be very intimidating.
Well, we sure hope not. We think it's probably about the most come-as-you-are nightclub there is in Ybor City. We see all kinds of people dressed in all kinds of ways. My favorite photograph is of 2 gentlemen sitting at the saloon bar. One's wearing a tuxedo, the other one has a biker jacket and a mohawk. The guy with the tuxedo is drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon, and the guy with the mohawk has a martini.
So are you trying to say that everybody is welcome here at the castle?
Absolutely everybody.
Well, you have it from John Lansman himself. Come to the castle because everybody is welcome. My last question, John, is what is next for the castle? You've done everything.
Not quite. We still have one more room to grow into. Eventually, we'll build out the basement.
The basement? There are no basements in Florida.
Wait and see.
I guess we'll wait and see. so you are one of the people that put this event together. You've got to tell me all about Art of Motion.
Okay. Well, I am a co-founder of the World Freerunning Parkour Federation. That's the WFPF, and we've become sort of the governing body of the sport. We about 5 years ago went to the leading athletes in the sport around the world, brought them together, and trying to bring the teams of the world together under our auspices. But the Art of Motion is an event that's been going on for about 3 years now. Started in Vienna, Austria. It's Red Bull sponsored it. Really was the first free-running parkour competition in the world.
Now that's something new. I mean, to me, what is parkour?
Parkour, strictly defined, is the art of going from point A to point B as efficiently and creatively as possible.
And you chose Centro Ybor, well actually Ybor City, as your first city in the United States to do this event. I mean, why did you choose Ybor City, which we are so happy that you did?
Well, I think Red Bull really chose it, and it's a very friendly city to Red Bull. A lot of fans here, and they do some other events down here, so they know that the fans come out, and that there's a pretty strong parkour community down here. So we wanted to involved a lot of the local athletes. One of actually my partner and I, David Thompson, we produced there was a parkour show on MTV this summer called Ultimate Parkour Challenge, and we were two of the executive producers on that show. And one of our competitors, one of the stars of that show, is from Tampa, and that's Daniel Arroyo, who's one of the judges today.
Wow, well, we definitely want to go and talk to Daniel.
Yes.
Now you're going to Boston next, correct?
Right. Next Friday we're going to Boston, so we'll have really a lot of Northeastern athletes competing there, as well as some of the European champs, because we brought the European champs here to see how the American guys matched up against them, and all the American guys really did well, really did us all proud.
Now there's 20 athletes, and most of them are American, correct?
Most of them here, yeah, that was what we wanted. Even though it's up to now it's been mostly a European sport, a lot of South Americans, a lot of Australians. But it's just been growing really in the United States in the last couple of years, and we wanted both these events to be primarily Americans, to really give a chance for the sport here to grow and create some hometown heroes.
So tell me, you're in Ybor City today. On Friday you're going to Boston. I mean, what is after that?
After that, I hear there are going to be more live events. There may be more Art of Motions here in the U.S. The WFPF, we do tours around the country to spread the sport. We're also involved in a fitness movement where we teach the sport. We partner with gyms around the country and around the world to help teach the sport safely and respectfully, because there is a philosophy behind parkour, and our motto is no obstacles, no freedom, which is basically KNOW obstacles. So to know obstacles is to know freedom. And the idea of parkour is that by overcoming obstacles, physical obstacles, you learn how to overcome other obstacles in your life as well.
So it really is more of a philosophical.
It is. It's in many ways like a martial art, in that it has a real sort of discipline and philosophy. People oftentimes see this as being just reckless, but once you get to know these guys in the sport, you see they're very respectful of what they do. It's not jackass. They don't just throw themselves off rooftops.
Well, I certainly don't believe in obstacles. I believe in a really, really good challenge. If you're going to go ahead and take this mainstream, does that mean that I can learn how to bounce off the walls here in Centro Ybor?
Absolutely. We actually did we were at the the IDEA convention in Los Angeles, which is the biggest fitness convention in the world, and we had 100 adults, median age 35, doing parkour in a class. Now,
wow.
Obviously, they weren't doing leaps like this, but you don't have to. That's not what parkour is about. It's about moving. It's about starting to reclaim what we all had as kids, the willingness to move freely and have fun.
Well, I think I'm going to invite you back from a year from now so you can watch me as I go ahead and remove all the obstacles in my life. You are out of breath. I'm out of breath just watching you guys.
Very tiring. Very tiring.
How old are you?
18.
Oh my goodness. You guys are incredible, and you're from Tampa.
Yeah, I'm a local.
Now, are you traveling all over with the team?
No, just here. It was the first competition. I liked it. It was awesome. I was very pumped, excited, and just tried to do my best and didn't want to fall. Accomplished everything I wanted to do, so I'm happy.
This is your first competition? Yeah. Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
You know what? We're going to be looking for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good luck.
Very nice meeting you.
Very nice meeting you.
Thank you.
I love my job. Not only do I get to interview the athletes, then I get to interview the really, really important people, the judges. They're the ones who says who makes it or breaks it. Is that right?
Yeah, it's hard decisions.
I'm Veronica.
I'm Daniel Arroyo.
I'm Tim Sheaf from England.
Oh, that accent. Do you know Ybor City? We have some great English pubs that you have to go to.
I want to go to English pub tonight. I think this is my last night in Tampa before I'm traveling again, but yeah, I'm definitely up for that.
Well, we're going to the Dirty Shame later, and they have the best beer selection, so you have to go.
Is it English?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see.
So tell me, this is the first event like this that I've ever been to, and what is it like to be judged? I'm going to ask you first, because you're from England, and you guys probably do this all the time.
I mean, this is my first time judging. I've been in a lot of these competitions, though, so I know how they're all feeling. I'm trying to do it as fairly as possible, how I feel when I'm doing the competition. In the past, I always thought, how would I judge it? And that's what I'm applying here today.
So, like, what's the point system? How many points?
I'm personally judging for difficulty, technical difficulty, and it's out of 25. And then Daniel here is doing flow, which is out of 25 again. And we're each just trying to focus when we're watching each run on just that one thing that they're doing. So you're doing flow. How are you marking your flow?
I'm marking my flow, how they connect their moves, if they do a front flip, if they roll out of it and continue to go, or if they're going to stop and then wait and think about their next move. I'm going to mark them down for it, unfortunately, because that's not what flow's about. So if they keep moving and keep going, then they're going to get some points for it.
I can definitely tell. He's going to the Irish pub or English pub tonight. You're coming with me to the dance clubs because you're all about flow, right?
Yep, I'm local, so take me. I know where to go.
So the other thing is, what happens if you fall? I mean, do you deduct points for falling?
I would like to say that Solomon's the one that judges like falling and execution. But I know he was telling me earlier that if you fall, it's about how you fall. You can fall controlled, and if you illustrate that you're falling and you're controlling it, then he's not going to mark you off too bad for it. But if you fall, like just blatantly fall, then he's going to mark you off for it.
So in other words, if you're out dancing and you slip on the dance floor, but you pick yourself up right away, you're not going to get marked.
Yeah, we're pretty lenient, so you know.
So what happens if there's blood? Do you go ahead and get extra points? That must be you.
Well, I'm doing difficulty, so they can, even if they break an arm, I still give them a high score if they try something crazy. So for me, they still get a high score. I'm sure it'd kill their flow, though. So
kill their flow and it'll kill their execution. So we'll be the ones to mark them down, me and Solomon.
So what is like the most like unbelievable act? Is it like going 30 feet up in the air?
It's how accurate they're doing. Everything they do takes them is like hand-eye, foot-eye coordination. You see. So it's how fast you think they're doing it when they're spinning and they only see the floor at the last second. It's like really how quick they're doing that kind of thing.
I just got dizzy just listening to you. Okay, so we are going to see you guys after, and I'm going to let you guys go back to judging. Thank you so much. We all know that Gaspar's Grotto, right in the heart of Ybor City, is known for a great place to drink, you know, a local's favorite drinking hole. But now you can actually get food, including the famous Sunday Pirate Brunch. We are here with Chef Craig. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for showing us your kitchen and hopefully making us some good food.
Definitely, you're welcome.
Now, you just remodeled this kitchen, correct? Or did you just build it?
It's just been built for the past 3 months ago. It opened.
Okay, so the pirates have electricity now. Now you can have a kitchen?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, good. What are you going to make for us today?
Well, today's one of our special dishes, Snapper Mojito, which is a play on the Mojito drink.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, it's got coconut rum, mint, lime juice, and we use fresh Gulf snapper as well, local fish.
Wow, that is wonderful. So how do we start?
Okay, well, first of all, we get a nice hot pan, and we add a touch of olive oil and a couple of knobs of butter. And just melt the butter down, and then the snapper we're using today is American red snapper. It's actually caught off the coast of Clearwater Beach, so it's nice and fresh. And we season that with seasoned flour, very lightly, just dust it, and then lay that down in the saute pan. And this takes a couple of minutes just to brown.
Okay.
And then, like I said, then we're going to add some leeks, some fresh mango, the mint. We use lump crab meat, coconut rum, and some lime juice.
So how do you know when it's done or when it's ready to flip over?
Usually give it like 2 or 3 minutes either side so it's still a little firm. Should always cook fish slightly under, so by the time it gets to the table, it's just nice and moist, just cooked through.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's not a very thick piece of fish, so it doesn't take too long.
Now, is this part of your new menu that you just launched?
It is. It's one of the new dishes, and it's going over very, very well, really well. People are loving it.
And you guys are open for lunch, dinner, and late night?
Yeah, we open at 11. We do food till 10 o'clock during the week and 12 on the weekends, and we will be doing food later as well once season rolls around.
Now, is this dish one of the ones that's on the Sunday brunch?
Not. It's actually on our regular menu. It's not on the Sunday brunch, but we can always offer it if people request it. It's always available.
Oh, that's great.
And we just flip the fish over, and then once it's flipped, we'll add the rest of the ingredients.
Now, tell me what these ingredients are again.
We're going to add some more butter, some garlic and shallots, fresh mango, fresh leeks, mint, and lump crab meat. And then we also have coconut rum and lime juice.
Ooh, that sounds
We're going to add
delicious.
another knob of butter. And then the garlic and shallots. Just saute those for literally a couple of seconds. Add the leeks.
The garlic's to help keep away the vampires, right?
Yeah. Soften the leeks again. It's a quick dish, really quick, just a couple of minutes. Then the mangoes. And the mint. Just gives it a really nice fresh flavor.
It also makes it very colorful.
Yeah, it is. Just for a couple of seconds. Then we add the crab meat. Just to one side.
Ooh, it's looking good.
And then we season it with sea salt and a little black pepper. And then deglaze the pan with some coconut rum, like Malibu's fine.
Ooh, look at that.
Burn off the alcohol.
Can we order it with extra shots of Malibu rum?
Sure, on the side. And then a couple of drops of fresh lime juice. And then we reduce that down to a thick syrup. And then we'll add a couple more drops of butter and a little splash of heavy cream. And that's finished.
And then it'll be time for me to taste it and give you my thoughts.
So we'll add some more butter right now. And just slowly melt down the butter, just very gently. That helps make the sauce. And a little heavy cream.
Plus, I think adding butter to everything just adds a lot of taste.
Absolutely, definitely. And then this simmers for literally 2 minutes.
Wow, it almost looks like a stew.
Similar, I guess. It's very thick, but it's sweet. It's a sweet dish, very sweet.
Tell us about some of the other menu items that you added.
Some of the other menu items, we've got scallops as an appetizer, which are amazing. We serve those with black olives, piquillo, red peppers, and a thing called Willie's orange dust, which is orange zest that's dried in the oven, and then we grate it over the scallops, which gives a real nice, fresh, vibrant taste to the dish. Really good.
That sounds really good,
We
too.
have a tuna escabeche, which is seared rare, fresh yellowfin tuna. That comes on scotch bonnet pickled vegetables, which is probably the best-selling appetizer right now. It's amazing. People are loving it.
I'm going to put that on my list for after the ribbon cutting outside.
Uh-huh. And also, we're now doing pizzas. We have a wood fire pizza oven that we're doing homemade dough, homemade sauce. It's they're going down great.
So we're going to be heading to the castle after this, so I can go to the castle and then come back for some pizza?
Definitely. You're always welcome.
Ooh, what a great idea.
So that's about it. That's the dish done. It's
So is it time to eat?
It is. I'll put it on a plate. Just need to grab a spoon. Bill, is there any spoons over there? No? I'll use this one. Okay, and then we have it. Snap a mojito.
So, Craig, is this ready to eat?
It is. Go ahead.
Great. I'm going to dig in.
From the side, side.
Right from the side? Ooh, I have to make sure I get some
Get
of
a
this
little piece of
mango. Okay, a little
crab,
garlic.
A little mango. Some
Ooh.
sauce.
Mmm. That is sweet and tender. And then that garlic finishes it off perfect. This is outstanding. So I'm not going to eat too much because we are going to the castle, but we're going to go outside and see what else is going on.
Definitely. Good.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Here we are. We are finally at the castle after dark, and we found the queen of the castle. Or should I say, Big Cheese.
Hi, you guys. How are you?
This is Cynthia. Thanks so much for having us, Cynthia.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad you're here. You going to stay and dance tonight?
Well, I hope so, but you know, you never know. I heard that you have like this forbidden alcohol or this forbidden fruit.
Yeah, that's the absinthe. We have 11 of them, and they're served traditionally.
What is absinthe?
It's from wormwood.
It makes you go blind.
No. I think when it made you go blind, they were using lead. We use glass.
But you do serve it here, right?
Yes, we do.
And you probably have one of the best selections of liqueurs in Tampa, don't you?
Yes. We've always had a well-stocked bar, you might say. Scotches and all those things. We're on it.
Not that I listened to rumors, but I did hear, or maybe it was on the website, I did hear that, you know, if a bartender doesn't know what you drink, that they might go ahead and make it extra strong in the color that you want.
Absolutely. You like it sweet? you're gonna get a sweet drink. Yes. We aim to please.
So
we definitely aim to please.
And I know that everybody is welcome here.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone. Every quirk that you can think of is welcome here.
Last thing, I know that you opened up in 1992. The Queen of the Castle. Let me see the ring.
Dun, dun, dun.
How long have you been here, Cynthia?
I've been here 14 years.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's been a great experience. The castle's just the neatest place you ever want to be. I don't think I could have lasted any place else but at the castle. 14 years.
So if I want to go dancing, can I go dancing?
Oh, God, yes. Up this carpeted stairs, my dear.
I think I'm going to go dancing. I'll see you up there.
Follow the ring.